is set to take center stage on the global golfing calendar. Are you a golfing fan yourself? Okay. Because from the 19th to the 22nd of March 2026, the international tournament LIV Golf South Africa will be arriving at Steyn City Golf Club, bringing some of the biggest names in the sport to local fairways. Stars such as Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau are expected to headline the event alongside South Africa's Stinger GC. Beyond the competition, the tournament is also seen as a major tourism opportunity, showcasing South Africa as a world-class golf destination to millions of viewers globally. Joining us to unpack the tourism potential is Dr Shamilla Chettiar, acting CEO of South African Tourism. Dr Shamilla, thank you so much for your time. Welcome to The Upside. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you, and good afternoon to you and your listeners.
Lovely having you on the show. Let's talk about the significance of this LIV Golf South Africa, especially from a tourism strategy point of view.
So sports tourism is massive. There are millions of people who travel for specific events across the world, different types of sporting events. Golf itself is a huge draw card. It brings in around 50 billion annually in terms of what it contributes to an economy. And so it is an fit for tourism. The LIV Golf event will have 80,000 spectators over a period of 4 days. It gives us the opportunity as South Africa to showcase one of our world-class golf courses, but it also gives us the opportunity to get spectators who are at the event, but also watching globally, a taste of the full offering that South Africa has, from beautiful golf courses, of course, if people are golfers, but more than that, we have amazing mountains, beaches, wildlife, people, food, and a variety of cultural, musical experiences that if you are a golfer, you can spend your day on the golf course and you can spend your weekends and your evenings exploring the rest of this amazing country.
Well, I can't wait to further unpack what we can expect over those 4 days. Dr. Shamilla, are you by any chance a golfer yourself?
I am not, and I must say that I'm really envious of golfers because LIV Golf is one of the most exciting events, I'm told, on a golfing calendar.
It really is. It really is. We're currently in conversation with the acting CEO of South African Tourism, Dr. Shamilla Chettiar, about the upcoming LIV Golf South Africa International Tournament, which will be kicking off from the 19th to the 22nd of March 2026. And some of the biggest names in golf will be coming to South Africa. So stay tuned as we further unpack this conversation. If you're a golfer or if you're just a travel enthusiast, this is the place to be because South Africa will be waving its flag loud and proud.
If it's news and current affairs, leading opinions, and thought leaders that get your groove, this is your home, The Upside. Are you fluent in French, Chinyanja, Portuguese, and Kiswahili? Are you passionate about radio? And are you looking to work in South Africa? Do you have papers that qualify you to work in South Africa? In that case, we might have an opportunity for you to work for Channel Africa. Send us your CV and demo at newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Remember, if you don't hear from us within 14 days, it means you have not made it or you have not been selected. Channel Africa, the African perspective. The voice of the continent, now online, with all your sports fixtures, lifestyle, and more.
20 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time, still in conversation with the acting CEO of SA Tourism, Dr. Shamilla Chettiar, to talk about the LIV Golf South Africa, an international golf tournament which will be taking place from the 19th to the 22nd of March 2026. Dr. Shamilla, why the Steyn City Golf Club? Because there are quite a few golf clubs and golf facilities in South Africa. Why this one specifically for this international event?
So what I wanted to say before I come to that question was that I loved what you were saying about South Africa waving its flag loud and proud just before we went to the commercial break, because it does give us the opportunity really to showcase our country and all in all of its splendor. Steyn City, the reason that was selected, the organizers might be able to tell you more, but of course Steyn City is on the edge of Gauteng, which is our major metropolis in the country. And I imagine that what went into that decision was also the ease of access, both for spectators as well as for golfers, being very close to OR Tambo, which is the international hub, airline hub, and then, of course, being able to get to Steyn City, quite easily. Gauteng, of course, has amazing infrastructure in place, as we all know, but Gauteng also has a very, very varied tourism experience on offer. So within a very short distance of the international airport, you have access to the Cradle of Humankind, which is a World Heritage Site, telling the stories of our earliest human origins. And on the other side of Gauteng, you have a Big Five game experience that's available to you in the Dinokeng Game Reserve. But Gauteng also has very, very rich shopping experiences and cultural experiences. And for any of our visitors who is actually going to come to the golf tournament, I do encourage you to explore Gauteng, but also the surrounds, because we're a very short distance, of course, from the northwest, Johannesburg and Sun City. And I do encourage everyone who is going to the tournament to actually add an additional day or two. By the way, we have actually put on offer various golf travel packages to allow the visitors to this tournament to extend their stay.
Amazing. Well, what opportunities are there then, and perhaps a word of encouragement from you for those who are operating in the local tourism sector? These are tour operators, small businesses. What opportunities lie there for them as these international visitors come to South Africa?
As I've indicated, we have on the official website for South African tourism, but also for LIV Golf, worked with our business sector partners to put on to those sites curated travel packages for the specific tournament. We also have 6 tour operators who will be at the tournament itself for the 80,000 odd spectators who will be there over those 4 days to be able to engage directly with them. As a general rule, what we do as the South African tourism is that we work really closely with the private sector to make sure that our South African travel and tourism industry is able to take maximum advantage of any type of events, and in this case, this particular international golfing event, to actually do business and make deals.
You know, as you were mentioning these curated experiences, and you also mentioned a couple of places that people can go to, Cradle of Humankind. You mentioned Dinokeng. For those who want to explore further, and perhaps you can even touch on some of the experiences that are listed under the package, and maybe even a personal favorite of yours. Are there certain standouts outside of the Cradle of Humankind World Heritage Site, outside of Dinokeng? Maybe those peculiar spaces that not a lot of people go to, but you think they need to actually see and experience?
So one of my favorite experiences is an art tour through Alexandra, and it's called the Mabaneng uh, Tour. It's a cultural experience where you get to actually visit a family in their home. You get to engage with art that is created by local artists, and you get to taste amazing, deliciously prepared home cuisine. It is one of my favorite experiences. Of course, South African tourism, our offices are in Sandton. I live very close to that area, and Alexandra is my neighbor. And so that's one of my favorite experiences. I am definitely a museum and art gallery kind of girl. So I do like the Art Mile that is in Rosebank because it allows you to amble at your own pace if you're into museums and galleries. I also must say that I do like history. So another one of my favorite spots is the Origins Museum at the University of the Witwatersrand. And I am interested in the stars. The Department of Tourism has just created an astrotourism strategy. So the University of the Witwatersrand has now just invested quite an amazing amount in the digital dome at the university. These, I think, are really lovely experiences. And for anyone who hasn't done that, I always encourage South Africans to take a short left and explore their country and find the joy that is South Africa.
I love that you mentioned South Africans in that conversation, Dr. Shamilla, because we have locals within South Africa who have never experienced some of these spaces that you've just mentioned. They've never experienced the cradle of humankind, Dinokeng. How can we encourage the locals? Yes, this is an international event and many international guests will be coming through. But how can we encourage the locals going forward beyond the LIV Golf experience to explore South Africa and all its beauty?
So South African tourism does have a campaign every year where we put special packages on during our travel week, and that's usually in September. This is for South Africans, but anyone really, but mostly South Africans, to be able to book packages at very affordable prices to explore their own country. But I always say that South Africans don't often see themselves as tourists. And the truth of the matter is, if you have a visitor who comes to see you in your home in Johannesburg, which happens to be where I live, and you take that visitor down the road to a park or to the coffee shop to actually explore your part of the world, you are in fact involved in the tourism space. Tourism does not need to be an experience that is expensive. There are very many affordable day trips that can be taken, particularly in Gauteng. We have the most amazing museums. As I said, I'm a museum nerd, that are on offer at very affordable prices. We have amazing parks, and I do find that our recreational parks are very well used by families. And all of these facilities are facilities that are well taken care of by the public sector and available to South Africans for use.
Dr. Shamilla, we really appreciate your time and your enthusiasm for tourism in South Africa. And no doubt there will be more international events, sporting events, cultural events that we can look forward to that SA Tourism will be involved in.
100%. We do have very excitingly the Cricket World Cup coming to our shores next year. And I think South Africans just need to watch the space. But in preparation for that, please go and explore your neighborhoods, visit your own country, because what we know for sure is that where locals go, that's where visitors get taken.
Absolutely. Dr. Shamilla, thank you so much for your time this afternoon, and thank you for waving that South African flag loud and proud. The voice of Dr. Shamilla Chettiar, acting CEO of SA Tourism, and she's inviting you to go to the LIV Golf South Africa International Tournament that will be taking place from the 19th to the 22nd of March 2026 at Steyn City. You can just simply search online LIV Golf South Africa. Get your tickets, support the cause. 30 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the latest sports. Figile Lingwati is standing by.
Sports.